Hi and welcome to this Blueberry Markets video update with me, John Kibler, Head Currency Analyst. In this video, we're going to take a look at Aussie US dollar. We haven't actually covered this pair for a while, and the really reason why that is because the market's just continued in this uptrend. There hasn't really been anything to suggest that the market is going to roll over, and unlike other currency pairs, the market hasn't really come into that much of a significant resistance in terms of when we looked at the most traded levels. Let's say on Euro and Kiwi, we had a sort of collection of candlesticks or range market here where the market came up to, rejected the level and started to kind of pull back. Instead, we've kind of broken and retested multiple kind of structure levels on Aussie, which is just around this sort of area where we can see the market clearly found some resistance here, and here, found a bit of support through there and also resistance there. So it is a large level of interest. It just doesn't have the institutional analysis surrounding that right now. However, you know, we do have a potential for the market to pull back, and simply because lots of the majors are setting up in similar ways, and the Australian dollar is one that's looking quite good. Now, technically in the daily time frame, we're still very much trending to the upside because price is making higher highs and higher lows. And the way I define trend is when the market starts making, or a sort of reversing trend, is when the market starts to make a new lower low. So for instance, back here, the market started to make a lower low just there because we were in a pullback phase on the market. The market continued to find support at this point, so we came up, we hit resistance, we traded back down to the support, we then found support, we broke out to the upside. So every time the market kind of hits a little bit of a peak and breaks out, we can continue to look for those buying opportunities. Now we're at this major swing level. What we want to be looking for is this pattern where the market starts to form a new lower low, and at the moment we don't have that just yet. In fact, we have the market still finding a bit of a support point, very much like it did down through here. So what we have to take into consideration is what we'd need to see. Now, what I would personally like to see is two closes below this low in particular, where the market is finding some support at the moment. The reason I'd like that is because that confirms a break of trend for me. And then what I'd be looking for is price to pull back. Now, there's a couple of levels I quite like the look of. If the market does break down, we'd be looking for in terms of support and resistance levels. And if I could go into a 4-hour and just highlight these levels to you, we can see that this level here is quite significant, 77.41. We can see that the market found resistance, resistance, support, 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 resistance, support, a little bit of support and resistance here most recently. So if the market was to break this low and continue to close below this low, okay, let's see if it looked like this, for instance. This could be an area on the pullback where the market may want to target for considerable short positions to be re-entered, okay? The second area I really like the look of is down here at 77.10, because it's not as strong as a level, but there has been a lot of market interaction at this point, okay? So you can see here a little bit of resistance, support, a little bit of resistance again, and just some chopping of the market through there. So 77.10 is also a great level to look for shorting opportunities on Aussie US dollar. Remember, I want to see two clear closes below this low through here first. That will confirm the break in trend. Once we get that, happy to look for shorting opportunities. Now, for the people that like to take a little bit more risk in the markets and look for the early extension of the move, what you can be looking for is some strategy setup. So I've got the 30-minute strategy on my charts at the moment, where we have the 50 and the 200 moving average. If price was to pull back on the 4-hour and climb into this 77.10 and start to produce some bearish price action, we've been in an overbought condition, then you know you could look for a strategy short. But if you are going to look for anything like that, I would only just target the current lows. I wouldn't go trading beyond that and looking for extended targets, because price may only pull back into that level, come back up and want to retest that 77.40 and then drop to the downside. So keep an eye on Aussie. I like the way it's starting to shape up on the weekly time frame. I wish it'd just do a little bit more of a breakdown on the daily time frame. Once we get that confirmed change in trend on the daily, we'll look for further opportunities. Thanks for watching. I'll speak to you soon.